What is happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So yet another transfer, a bit of transfer news to give to you guys. So obviously the club has not confirmed this, but reports from France are suggesting that we have certainly completed the transfer of Yacine Adli, who's a young French midfielder who's currently who did play for PSG last season, and he's one of the most highly rated youngsters within Europe. So of course he ended up leaving PSG due to the fact that he was certainly frustrated with the opportunities that he was receiving, or the opportunities that he was due to get. So what do we know about Yacine Adli? Of course, he's 17 years old, as mentioned. He's represented France at under 17 level, under 16s and up to under 18s, and he was certainly present at the World Cup, the under 17 World Cup, the one that recently took place. He has certainly scored 13 goals at international level in 23 appearances, that is. So it's quite promising in that regards in terms of his return on the pitch. Basically, the agreed fee, which is the compensation fee, and the only reason why there is a compensation fee involved is due to the fact that he obviously refused to sign professional terms of PSG, and so the compensation fee will be £225,000. This is quite similar to the Fabregas situation that we saw years and years ago, but obviously this time round it may certainly be a bit different. We might end up getting more than we actually bargained for. If you do see him play or watching him play, he's extremely exciting, very brave on the ball, and he's technically gifted. In my opinion, he's extremely technically gifted. And of course, Unai Emery has been quoted stating that he is certainly a gamble. They will be taking a gamble by signing him, but he did also say that he's a gamble that is certainly worth taking, as well as the fact that Unai Emery has certainly worked with him very closely during his time at PSG. So he certainly knows what kind of player that he will be getting and the kind of player that he's actually going to be getting. And essentially he's probably going to hit the ground running with this particular player. But of course, it's extremely exciting in my opinion. I like signing young players. Of course, I do believe in promoting from within the club, but if you're going to get someone who potentially will be world class, then I do believe we can certainly take these kind of gambles. Of course, the transfer fee, the compensation that's actually involved, it's not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. Of course, to someone normal like myself, 225 grand would be extremely a lot of money. But in footballing terms, if you're talking at a high level of football, £225,000 is of course not a lot of money at all. And essentially that reports are actually suggesting, so the reports are coming out from France are suggesting that Arsenal were certainly in contact with Yacine Adli prior to Unai Emery being confirmed as the Arsenal manager. So it looks like he is a player that we were certainly looking at for a while, I should say. Of course, Unai Emery coming to the club has certainly just solidified it and has made it a certain for us to actually get the player, as being reported. A number of clubs around Europe were certainly looking at him and considering making him one of their players. And essentially he made his PSG debut on Unai Emery. So again, very familiar player to Unai Emery. The reports are suggesting that he signed a 3-year deal, which actually has a 2-year extension in place, which will be an option for the club. And essentially, it's not a bad contract to be starting off on. We will have him up until he's 20 at the most, or the minimum, I should say. After that, we can have him for an additional 2 years after that, of course. He's obviously got a lack of first team experience, in my opinion, and that is one of the key issues that I do have with him. But he's only 17. He's got a lot of time to grow in that regards, and hopefully we can see him feature for the first team. He may certainly affect some of the younger players that we have in the squad, but it's yet to be seen. But I'm extremely excited about this particular signing. So as usual, guys, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.